It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day.
Like, it seems like if you just have a car and an Instagram handle, you immediately can get followers.
Yeah, you just drive around your town acting like an asshole, and then you get the whole town to follow you. Because like, what kind of antics will he do next?
What is he gonna vote for, Logan or Jake Paul to win biggest retard? Like,
Split vote, son. Going both ways.
dude, I swear to God, that fight was thrown.
I don't even know if it was thrown or not, but I knew. Listen. I knew as soon as he was fighting Tyron Woodley again that something stupid was going to happen. I knew that this was going to be bad.
This is why I
I
thought
knew
it
it
was
was going to
thrown,
be a
though.
joke.
Well, he wasn't even supposed to fight him.
Hey, he's supposed to fight fucking
Tommy Fury.
yeah, Tommy Fury. I was like, what the fuck's his name?
So
Yeah,
here's
but he
what
backed out
Yeah.
like 3 weeks beforehand. Then Tyron Woodley's like, "Yeah, I'll fight him again."
this is why I think it was a setup.
A paycheck.
I think the punch that led to the knockout was a real. But I think leading up to that knockout punch, that was totally set up. What? Why would a fucking pro fighter like him drop his guard? Like, he literally lets him punch him in the face. Like,
Yeah, he took his left hand. He literally dipped it down to his waist.
dipped it to his waist. Not like he wasn't throwing a counter. He wasn't doing
No,
anything.
he just
He
put his
just
hand down.
dropped his arm, and then the widest swing punch in the world comes and clocks him. I think yes, that was like a hard punch, knockout punch. I think so, but do I think he is getting paid big bucks to take that punch? Yeah, for sure.
My estimate, I don't know how much he got paid, but I guarantee you it was $1 million fight.
Oh, more than he ever
Oh,
made in the UFC.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, exactly.
they
And I
get
think
paid a
that's
lot to do those ones.
oh yeah, and that's the thing. I don't trust Tyrone Woodley because he's been a fucking snake even in the UFC where he was a garbage fighter there. He somehow was able to pull champ status by playing the wrestling game and being really fucking trash at it. He gets his title taken, comes back, tries to get it again, gets his ass fucking beat, and then just retires because he's fucking ass. And then moves on to this shit. Tries to have a rap career, goes nowhere. Tries to have an acting career, goes nowhere. Clearly, the motherfucker's out of money.
Yeah.
So what's his next step? He finds the problem child and gets a couple expensive fucking fights to put under his belt, and probably has. Well, I mean, he gifted him a fucking Rolex. He's got the fucking money from the first fight, the second fight now. Like he's probably sitting on at least $2 million
Oh,
change.
and you don't know what he's betting on, like having somebody bet on against him in Vegas. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna fall. Like go ahead and put
it's
the
like
money on.
not to knock like Paul for his skill, because he's truly actually a good athlete. Like, he is, like, as much as I fucking hate him, like, think he's annoying, and like I despise the route he has gone to like earn his living of just being shock value person. I mean, maybe it's the same feeling like our parents had about the Jackass crew, about how like they're just doing fucked up shit for no reason, like him and his annoying antics and pranks and stuff. But like, I just look at him like, the guy's a good athlete, but like, you're literally not trying. Like, I'm like, you're fucking like, I don't know. It's ridiculous to witness, and it's ridiculous for him to get all these accolades off of like a guy throwing fights. Like,
Well, that's also the point though. I mean, he's not even that good an athlete. You could throw a fucking dime in fucking LA Fitness and find 20 dudes just like him.
yeah,
He's not that. He's not like a fucking world renowned athlete or anything else like that. The guy just barely stays slightly above average in shape, and does minimal amount of boxing. Has a little bit of standard bag skill and shit. You watch him throw his punches. I mean, him and Logan are some of the worst fucking boxers I've ever seen, and then they always fight non-boxers, which is fine because they fought two UFC guys. But you literally, all right, when he fought Ben Askren, I hate Pete Davidson, but Pete Davidson described Ben Askren as a bag of milk, and I was like, yeah, Ben Askren is a bag of fucking milk.
he's
Like,
just good at wrestling.
the best description I've ever fucking heard in my life. And then there's no difference. And you have fucking Tyrone Woodley, who literally can't box to save his fucking life, which is why he was a fucking wrestler in the UFC. And he's like, yeah, I'll take the boxing match. take the boxing match. I'll go get my ass beat for $1 million. I don't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's offensive almost because it's just like
Yeah, he just has no respect for himself or any of the fucking sports. Like he should have just if he was any type of fucking actual man, he would have fucking put that fucking loser to sleep. But instead, the first 5 rounds was them mostly just walking around doing nothing, hugging, step back, walk around, do nothing. Like this is fucking stupid. It's so embarrassing. Like it's some of the worst shit I've ever seen. And then this dickhead's like, I'm gonna fight Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, of course you are. I was like, why wouldn't you fight fucking Floyd Mayweather now? Your
Yeah.
dumbass brother did. So what? Why wouldn't you fight him next?
and Floyd just like he's not looking to knock you out. He's looking to just earn money. He's like, I'm not going to get
Yeah.
myself hurt, and there's a contract in the clause that says I'm not allowed to hurt you. So
Absolutely, they play those fuck. Well, that's the thing. None of these are even real fights. They're all
Mm.
exhibition. There's no knockout clauses and everything else. Like you're not supposed to do that. So the fact that Tyron Woodley even got fucking knocked out, I'm surprised went through on the contract at all because all these are just fake fucking fights.
well, who knows? Like, are we like? Was he officially knocked out? Knocked out? Like, you know what I mean? Did he
Oh
get?
yeah, I mean,
Did he get
fr-
like?
from the look of it, that man
He
fucking
was-
literally nosedived onto the
yeah.
canvas
Like I
and
didn't.
then just laid the fuck down, and they
There's
had
no.
to get his corner in.
I wanted to see if there was a good angle if you because like the give is always when you see the calf lock up. The calf and quads just become like taser, like when you. That's always
Listen, without even looking at the legs, if you just watch the fucking knockout, the man literally goes
Yeah.
stiff. Like he
Yeah.
like you can't fake the stiffness. Like that man literally just turned to stone and fucking fell over.
turned to stone.
He really did. He just fucking turned to stone, went boop, fucking went night night. And then when he hit the canvas, there wasn't a reaction. Like he's like, "Ow, I hurt myself." Like he was just laying there sleeping.
Yeah. Dead.
Did
Yeah.
you see when they tried calling out McGregor?
Well, they've done it multiple times, but
Yeah.
It was like the one time like they were like calling out his boys were down in like LA or something, like promoting the whiskey. And like they started throwing like eggs at him and shit.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
And I was
they
like,
were like throwing toilet paper and eggs out of the back of like a Jeep Renegade or some shit.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like trying to start
A
shit that way.
Gladiator.
I was
Yeah,
like,
they
yeah,
were
I wouldn't mess with him. I like he has ties to Irish mafia. You don't fuck. You
I
don't
mean,
mess with him.
to be real, it was only Dylan Dennis anyway, and like Dylan Dennis is
Yeah.
kind of a pussy. Like every time somebody tries to get into the fucking ring with him, there's never a fight. Like the guy literally has like fucking like 5 fights under his belt and has done nothing since then, and still claims to be one of the world's greatest fighters. So I don't know. Dylan Dennis can kind of just sit back and shut up. He's lucky that Connor's his best friend and takes care of him, or else he'd be on the fucking street.
Oh man. Oh yeah, and you know what? Oliveira, man. Does this guy like
Charlie
he
Charlie Oliveira.
does he ever take a break? He's like fighting every month.
Why is the champ?
I know, but like it's fucking
Glove hold-
impressive.
Glove hold or not, I'm pretty sure he was beating Dustin.
Oh dude. Dustin like I'm not even like a like uh, I'm not in Dustin's camp specifically because I do think he's really good. I think he's improved in the last 2 years like amazingly.
Shit, even more than that, dude. You look back, like he's had an amazing past 5 years.
Yeah, but to me I'm just like I don't know if he is going to be champ worthy.
I mean, he
And
had
this
the belt.
when I,
He could still do it. It wasn't an absolute fucking like loss to Oliveira.
no,
He just kind of got outclassed. That's kind of all it was.
I kind of look at him. He's eventually gonna go the route of Cowboy Cerrone, where it's a dude who's pretty fucking good, but does okay, and then keeps going, and then keeps going, and then keeps going to try and prove himself.
Yeah, but I don't think Cowboys ever held a belt though.
No, he hasn't, but he's gotten close.
Dustin, I think Dustin's beaten Cowboy though.
Dude, fucking throw a dartboard at the UFC roster. They've beaten Cowboy.
Cowboy's just been around too long, and I get why he keeps fighting. Like he wants those paychecks, but at the same time, I'm just like, man,
You're gonna be brain dead.
that's what I'm saying. You are literally gonna be a retarded person.
Yeah,
There's no way you make it out.
he for sure has CTE. There's no way at this point he doesn't with the amount of times he's been knocked out.
It's got to be rough for him. Like I mean, and the fact that he still looks like he functions normal, I'm like, oh my god, like
It's a
don't
front.
like don't, yeah, he thinks normal. Like he gets home, just starts shivering and quaking. He's like, My head hurts.
And he probably sits in a fucking dark room with a wet, like, washcloth over his face to try and just
God,
calm himself.
that'd be
No,
fucking awful.
but it's been great. Like, honestly, like, I've been watching the highlights for the UFC of late, and I'm like, I don't think there's any other sport right now that's like on point as hardcore as like UFC's been. Maybe football this season. Football has actually been pretty good this year. I think like the games have been pretty interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of parity.
Yeah.
There's not like very dominant teams. So
Yeah, it's actually been like competitive. I think like is like
yeah,
the way of looking at it. Like I mean, hockey's been competitive a bit. Like I don't know, it's been like more interesting with UFC because like there's been upsets and then there's been like heroic bouts and like I guess in football there's been a few of those where people are like, but now we're getting into you know playoffs, which is gonna
hmm
be awesome. I'm just trying to win a game, Adam.
trying to win a game, playoffs.
Oh my god, I'm just so excited. Like I don't know, I feel like this year, even with COVID, like it feels like this is the first time sports are back to where it was.
Yeah,
For
now they're
now.
taking away.
Yeah.
Before it all goes away. Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy your last
I
season
mean,
before fucking Omicron fucking kills everyone.
yeah, hockey's already suspended everything till after Christmas.
I know, and I'm sitting here waiting to see if fucking Kelsey is allowed to play.
I
Man,
think he'll be back. He got put on the list early, so he should probably be back.
the RN list. No, it is. Yeah, it's just gonna. It's neato. Like I don't know. I didn't mean to go on a sports tangent, but like just of late, like just so many cool things have happened, and I'm just like, oh my god, I love watching Sean O'Malley knock motherfuckers out as well. He's such a
I, w-
nice prick. You know what I mean? Like he's.
I was a fan of his until I saw him acting a damn fool with Jake Paul, and I was like, ew. I was like, this is your lifestyle.
I think the
I'm not
reason
about it.
I understand his logic behind that move at the time because he's not getting the big checks in UFC yet, even though he should be. He does have a draw. He has a fan base, but most of his money comes from his Twitch,
Yeah,
Which
and so
is all
like that's his
fine.
way of getting more money. Is like he's like it's like a creator collabing, you know, like when you see like fucking YouTube personalities, because like he also I think he does YouTube as well. Like he takes clips from his Twitch and puts it on YouTube, and does the double money there. So like from a business perspective, like I get it because like you know you're trying to basically capture his fan base and make money off of those bozos. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like I just kind of dig his style. Like he's all about just like playing video games, getting stoned, working out. I'm like, that's pretty sick. And also, how like does he have to? Because like does the UFC like still drug test you? Like, don't they still use Osida or whatever they're called?
USADA. Yeah,
USADA.
they still use it, but as long as he pisses clean, he's fine. So he probably just navigates it a certain way. He's not gonna get Nick Diaz. No way.
or Nate Diaz.
Oh, did you see that clip? That was awesome.
Which one?
I don't know which Diaz brother it was. It was at the Paul fight. Like they got invited to it,
Yeah.
and like someone in maybe one of the other camps was like, "Well, next time I see, I think it was maybe Nate Diaz. It's on site." And he saw him as he was like walking in the arena,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
he gave him
shit.
like the old like, "Oh, I'm gonna like fake punch you." That guy had beer. It was comical. It threw the beer up like it was hilarious. I'm gonna find the clip. Hold on.
Yeah, I need to see it because I didn't
I
see
need
that
to
at
find the clip.
all.
It's unbelievable.
I wouldn't fuck with Nate Diaz. He's got retard strength.
Bro, he's literally too stupid to get knocked out. Like he's like his brain is already off. It can't go any further off than it has gone.
It's that fucking vegan man.
Vegan mentality. He's
He's got
brain
the
dead.
vegan strength. He's sucking the souls of babies or some shit. Like his whole family. I don't understand how they're so jacked and don't eat meat. Don't eat protein like that.
They get protein from other sources and shit.
Yeah,
And
they
they're,
eat like
they're
beans and
Oh, they're not like super jacked though. They're not looking like Francis Ngannou out
No,
here.
no. I don't mean that,
In the banter board.
but you know what I mean. Like somebody who's gaunt. Like most of the time, a vegan's gaunt. Yeah, let me look this up on my phone because I don't want to get. I'm trying not to get copyright strict. Let me see this shit.
Oh,
It's just comical.
dude, that motherfucker took a bath.
Dude, oh god damn it! I have a fucking steak
Oh
farm ad.
my god.
You already have my insurance, motherfucker.
Oh, and it
Oh
ends
my
with a
god.
fucking McGregor commercial.
Yo, that is a full beer.
Oh yeah, it's like 3
Yeah,
beers. Mount. It was so much
homeboy took a
beer.
bath. Yeah, that was like
Did you
that
think you
was
got a
lot.
refund?
Hell
No.
no.
What the fuck was Nate doing? Like,
Well,
Living.
this guy was talking shit to Nate beforehand. Like I don't
that's
know how long
funny.
ago, but a while ago. And he's like, next time I see him, it's on site. And then Nate saw him, did a fake punch, comical beer spill.
Yeah, just fucking sent it straight in the air all over himself like a
Yep.
fucking bozo.
Dude, for real though, like what? Man, Nate wouldn't chance it. That's
Wouldn't chance
hilarious.
what?
Beating a motherfucker up like that?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he definitely would.
He probably would. He don't care.
Go
He
to
really does not give a fuck.
get fucking assault charges for no reason. I mean, it is what it is. That
I
shit
think
was
you
so-
forget that him and his brother are legitimately from the hood.
I
They
know.
don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
No, they straight like I love those interviews when like people are like, "Man, I'll fuck Nate up," blah blah. They're doing the thing. He goes, "Do you know I grew up literally street fighting? Like, that's what we did. Like, we were 10. Like, you're like, oh shit. They are literally from like the ghetto of Los Angeles. Like, it's
Stockton, motherfucker.
yeah. I'm like, it's just so funny. It's
It is. It's good shit.
It's like when Game Bread, that when people talk shit on Game Bread, and he's like, he's the same way. Like he's like, dude, I literally grew up in the ghetto. Like,
Get blessed by Street Jesus.
yeah, seriously. He's like, I was a fucking street fighter on YouTube before I came to UFC. He's like, fucking try me. Like,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure actually. When you said on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, one of the fights that's on there is one of the Kimbo Slice backyards fight. Like he didn't fight Kimbo, but he fought
No.
somebody.
He fought the same event. So the one Kimbo Slice fight, you see him being one of the people, the crowd people, and then he has a fight later that episode, and it was like when he was like short haired, right
Yeah,
before
yep.
because he didn't do Ultimate Fighter, did he? I think he just came into it. I don't remember if he did Ultimate Fighter or not.
You know what? Let me look that up. Something. I think he might have. I think he might have went through the house.
But it was silly because like when you look at what he used to look like he had a pudgy face, he had no beard, a buzzed head. Like it was funny. Like and now look at him, he's like fucking got the braided long hair. He's got the sweet beard. I'm like, yo, Street Jesus is awesome.
Yeah, he was on Tough. He was I think he might have been one of the winners. He was in the finale.
So I mean, a lot of the guys that come out of that, like Sean O'Malley, Diaz, like they all like they're like some of the best. Like I think it's one of the few like actual competition type things that like makes sense. You know what I mean? Like sometimes like WWE Tough Enough. I know that's not a real sport. It's a sports entertainment. But
Well, I was
those
gonna say,
people
well,
get flushed out. You know what I mean? Those people are like reality stars and then they're flushed out. Where like with the UFC is like no, those people actually become like people in the sport, like staples.
oh, you got to think too. Like if you think about just the Tough House in general, right? Think about literally like the OG. Think about season 1 with Chuck and Tito being the coaches and shit, right? And it comes down to two of the most iconic fighters of that fucking time before the one fell off and the other
Stephen
really tall
Bonner
fighter,
and
Forrest Griffin.
Forrest Griffin. Fucking
Yep.
Forrest Griffin had a face that looked like hamburger all the time.
The end of that fight, though, that is one of the greatest fucking UFC fights in history.
Yeah, they're
They
both like
literally
beasts.
they beat the fucking piss out of each other, and I think at that time it was only for like a very low 6-figure contract. It might have only been high fives.
Yeah, it was 6 and 6. $6,000 to lose, 6,000 to win. So no matter what, you made $6,000.
Well, yeah, but they had the Ultimate Fighting because they had the contract at the end of it. They had
Yeah.
the big contract. You get to go into the UFC, which was the big deal.
Yeah, didn't Bonner win that?
No, Forrest Griffin won that, I think. Well, I'm sure I might be tripping. Let me check. I know they both went into the UFC,
Yeah, I was
obviously.
gonna
I
say
just can't remember who the
they
winner
both
was.
went in, and Forrest Griffin did good for a while, but I think Stephen Bonner stayed in longer.
Oh no, Stefan fucking went way sooner. He really dipped out.
Did he? I thought he, because like I'm trying to think. Like it's been. I mean, that's like we're talking
Stefan,
2005.
no, it's even sooner than that.
Really?
Yeah, because Stephan Bonner, he probably pieced out of the UFC and became one of the commentators for it in like '08, probably '08, '09, something in that ballpark.
Yeah, Forrest Griffin had like the hairiest fucking chest, which like always cracked me up. He looked like a Bond villain.
Looks like fuck it. Yeah, he really does. It looks like somebody who just. It's weird that he was a cop too. That was the other strange part.
Yeah, and what was
That
Stephen Bonner, like
motherfucker.
a lawyer or some shit, like a paralegal? Who knows? He looked like a fucking lawyer. He looked like he's a what if they were to make a movie about wrestling, he looks like what I imagine the actor playing William Regal would look like.
Fucking William Regal, God. Looking for this last finale info to see who the winner is. Wait, what the
I remember
fuck?
rooting for Forrest Griffin because I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then I always laugh because Chick Liddell, the Iceman. I mean, when you go back and watch those old UFCs, like with Ken Shamrock and shit, and like there was no weight class, like how fucking chaotic and scary were those fights?
They were legit. A guy lost his fucking teeth. He got kicked in the mouth and his teeth fucking splattered all over the place.
And like there was no like real stoppages. It was like you either straight up got really knocked the fuck out, like unconscious, or you tap
Yeah, he just gave up. And it was also fucking back in the day. It was full on round robin. Just because you won your first fight, you still had
to
one
fight
more at the end
later
of the
that
night.
night. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to fight through the whole thing.
Yeah, to be the ultimate fighter. And that's why like I do think Chuck Liddell's a badass because like that motherfucker fought so many people, ate so many punches in like multiple of those events. Even Ken Shamrock. I mean, Ken Shamrock was a beast back then. And
He
Frank
was a
Shamrock.
he was a wrestler. That's kind of all he was, dude. He literally fucking he got beat. I'm pretty sure he got beat by fucking Kimbo Slice at one point, or they were supposed to fight or some shit. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, but Kimbo also like had like elastic punches, man.
Yeah, but as you can see, fucking big country, fucking Roy Nelson put the fucking sticks to Kimbo, and Kimbo was a fucking child against him. So
Yo, Roy
it was
Nelson is
bad.
no joke though.
Yeah, to a degree, but I mean, when you look at Roy Nelson versus Kimbo Slice, nobody was putting their money on Roy Nelson. They're like, chubby mullet guy. No,
Dude, chubby
fit
mullet guy's
giant
got
black
farm
dude.
strength.
I mean, it's not even just farm strength. Like, if his past was so fucking littered with good shit. Like, dude, at the time when fucking Roy Nelson was fighting, the greatest fucking jujitsu like person in the UFC was Frank Mir, the fucking heavyweight champion of the world, and this motherfucker beat Frank Mir in a goddamn Naga tournament and just put him to bed, and it was fucking crazy. And it was like, wow, you're looking at the guy who beat Frank Mir. It's like when you see fucking Eli Manning versus Tom Brady, and you're like, yep, this guy beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
This man. Duh, duh, duh.
It's just fucking crazy.
I'll tell you what, though. I just love the sport. It's
Me too.
it's been great. I mean, I think one of my favorite people right now in UFC is the Beast. Fucking
The Beast or the Black Beast?
huh?
You saying the Beast or the Black Beast?
The Beast. The Beast UFC. I gotta make a dookie. It's one of my favorite statements ever. Joe Rogan's interviewing him after his fight. He's like, "Yeah, you got tagged in the body, and you were holding it pretty close." He's like, "Were you hurt?" And he goes, "Nah, man, I just really gotta make a dookie right now."
Wait, who are you talking about?
Takes off his pants. My balls are hot.
Oh yeah, so it's the Black Beast. Don't cut out the black part.
Sorry. Well, his
That's
Twitter just says the Beast. All right.
oh no, he is the Black Beast. That is Derek Lewis. Put some respect on his fucking name.
Derek Lewis is the shit.
Absolutely. He just won the other night. He's what they say, he's the last winner of 2021. He won the last fucking fight of 2021, so
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
dude, he's awesome. He's so good. He's so talented for a big ass dude, and he has a great Instagram. It's
Derek
just,
Lewis is just a monster. Like he's just a great guy.
it's just hilarious. Yo, his Instagram's filled with videos of like dumb shit happen with people, like people being scared of like dogs and shit, or like people just being like wacky and getting hurt, or on the dance floor just being ridiculous, and then like pictures of him just living his life.
Did you see I don't know if you saw it or not. I'm sure you have. Did you see the video where Derek Lewis was in a fight in the UFC and he like gets kicked in the gut and then pretends he's hurt and throws a fucking huge haymaker and just blasts the dude?
Yeah, because the guy goes in for the attack.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh shit, he's hurt. Go in," and he just fucking hits him with a monstrous fucking overhand. And I was like, "Oh, Derek Lewis,
Dude, he's got heavy hands.
fucking sly devil."
I
Oh, dude,
would,
yeah, he's a monster, dude. I'm pretty sure he's just made of bricks
yeah, and he's such a polite dude.
and hilarious.
Yeah,
I could talk all day about Derek Lewis, but I want to hang out with Derek Lewis.
I think everybody should hang out with him. He's just like, he's literally one of the funniest dudes. Just he like his post match interviews are some of the funniest. It's just because like Joe Rogan goes up to talk to him, and he's either gonna say something like you shouldn't say, or he's gonna just be brutally honest about stuff. Like it's so funny. Like literally the match where he was just like at the end of it, they were like, "Oh, were you hurt?" And he's just like, "No, like I just really have to take a shit, and I had to finish this match so I could go take a shit. I gotta go make a boo boo." That's what he said. I was like, "Yeah, at least this man's honest." Like he's like, "Nah, man, I fucked up, and I just need to shit, and this is gonna happen whether I want it to or not."
Better than pooping yourself in the cage.
Yeah.
Seen that a few times. Seen that mess.
Oh man, that's like it's embarrassing, but you know what? I get it. Like, if you're in extreme sports mode, like football players shit themselves all the time. Now, so do Formula One drivers. They piss and shit on themselves. Like
I've
all,
talked
Yeah,
about
all the
yeah,
that.
time.
dude.
I
They're
talked
locked
about that.
in.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. That's always the funniest story where it's like you ever get hit so hard you just shit a little. And that's one of my favorite talks to have somebody about playing any type of fucking context where like you ever just get hit so hard that you get shook and you shit just a little and don't tell
Just a
nobody.
little poo falls out.
And just a little bit you get fucking swamp ass with some poop mixed in. It's the fucking worst.
You just roll with it. Can't do nothing. You shower after
Like
the games. It's fine.
that's right.
Yeah, those
Yep.
Formula One guys, dude, they're savages. They talk about it all the time. I mean, the one, fuck, at the beginning of the season, oh yeah, fuck yeah. By the way, Max Verstappen fucking took Lewis Hamilton down. Awesome. But at the beginning of the year, I forget who it was.
Bullshit, but whatever.
That's fine. But I think it was Kimi Räikkönen or somebody like that. Their water fucking broke right in the beginning of the race, so they couldn't hydrate during the race, which is obscene because it's like 109 degrees in the cockpit, and they were racing in, I think it was Dubai, and
Doobie.
it was fucking insane. And even
Doobie
though it's
doobie.
nighttime, it's so hot.
Doobie.
He did 90 minutes without a drink. I was like, that's fucked up. But yeah. Oh, you know what? We've talked about enough sports. Let's talk about the holidays.
Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas.
Let me look
Christmas.
up these lists.
Christmas.
Oh, hold on. I can do this. I've learned. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. Wait, how do I do it? Pop out. There we go. Then minimize. No, wait. Full size? What the fuck? How did I do this last time? Full size.
I don't know.
Focus. Pop out. This is a thrilling episode for people. So, who would like to explain their list first?
You're at the top there, sir. Go for
Yeah,
it.
if you want to go ahead and run it through.
Give me one moment to fix my grid. Bum, 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 bum. So, I know this is a list of Christmas movies, so I had to make my list about movies that are obscure that I knew you guys might have heard of, but probably not. So
And I've seen all these movies. Your third one surprised me. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, nobody watches that movie."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're all like
I think
great.
yeah.
But my number 5 for Christmas movies, because
Well,
like we all know.
hold on a second
Oh,
here.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Explain what we're doing here.
Oh, what? Just top 5. So we have a general top 5 Christmas movies.
Yeah.
But they can take place during Christmas. They don't have to always be about Christmas. I took the route of movies that take place during Christmas
Criminal.
that typically like you maybe wouldn't see, because like we all know like the ones that are the staples. But like, sometimes you want a new flavor. You don't always want your chocolate or vanilla ice cream. Sometimes you want to try something like pistachio, or you want to try something like you know moose tracks. So
Moose tracks.
I'm just trying to think of like ice cream that typically you don't get. But so number 5, I went Friday After Next, which is probably the worst of the. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Before you say that, that's tough to say. That's a funny fucking Friday
it
movie.
is a good one. You know what? I'm not gonna
I
say it's the
almost,
worst. I say it's on
I
par with
almost put,
Friday.
I almost put it on my list. I almost had that on my list as well, because I was like, I do want to mix it up and put something weird on there, and I was like, what a great fucking Christmas movie that is.
It's got Mike Epps. It's got Ice Cube. It's got fucking
Cat Williams.
It's yeah, Cat Williams. I was trying to think of who his name in it, and then just all the little dumb shit like
Talking
they
about
used to
Money
call
Mike.
they used to call you Sweet Dick with a yes they did. It's just it's such a great like movie, and it's got fucking Terry Crews.
All horny for fucking Tupac.
Yeah, he's got Terry Crews just sporting underwear and just constantly grabbing his dick and flexing. It's like one of the funniest things ever is him just being hilarious. Like I think that's one of Terry Crews' like funniest roles next to like I don't know, I'd put it up there with like Longest Yard when he's like, I got the fries that'll crush your ass. I got the shakes that'll make you quake. I got the burgers. Actually, all I got is burgers.
I just got burgers. Yeah.
It's like up there. Like I love that shit. Like it's so good. But yeah, Friday After Next is probably one of the best. You know what? I'm gonna say if I were to put a scale of the Friday movies, it would go Next Friday, Friday After Next Friday, and only because I've seen like Friday is good, but for some reason Next Friday to me was always funnier. Like I don't know
Oh
what it
yeah.
is. I think it.
It's the cast, dude. It's the extra cast.
Yeah, it's just like it just made it way funnier. Like Friday is a good movie, but it kind of gets boring because like it has a lot of downtime, which
Well,
it's an older movie.
Friday's also a little more serious than the rest, and then
Oh
they
yeah,
really get funny afterwards. That's when they start getting a little more comical than serious. Like the first one, they took it really serious. It's just crazy that they filmed that whole fucking movie. It was like in a month. It was like
yeah.
30
Ice Cube
days.
wrote it and like I don't know. Did he technically direct it?
No, Gary F. Gray, dude.
Because I know he.
And that was Gary F. Gray's first project, first movie ever. And I think they filmed it for like no money at all. It was like I think in the hundreds of thousands or something, if not less. I know it was less than $1 million. I think.
It was Ice Cube's second movie he wrote because the first one he wrote was Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, I say Boys in the Hood.
Oh, and then he had that one. Number 4 on my list is one because we went to the movies that one time. Like it was around Christmas time. We were like all hanging out. It was you, me, Andy, Chelsea, David. I'm pretty sure you were there for this movie. And we were like, man, let's go watch this fucking Krampus movie. And I don't know if we were intoxicated or what, but it was one of the best times I've ever had at the movies is watching Krampus. Because
You know, I did not go to that movie. I don't
oh,
think.
yeah, so it was us, Andy. Man, I just remember you and Andy Adam talking about how that kid looked like Gerald Gardner from
Yeah,
fucking Heavyweights.
dude, they did. I might have that picture actually saved. I think I have
It's
it
one of the
somewhere.
funniest. I mean, this movie is fucking awesome. It's got Adam Scott. It's got oh fuck, what's the dude who plays the sportscaster in Anchorman?
Oh, fucking the bald guy.
Yep.
David Koechner.
David Koechner's in
Whatever
it.
his name is.
I'm pretty sure he's in it. It's just like an all-around great horror comedy. I mean, who doesn't want to see gingerbread men kidnap and kill kids?
Yeah.
Shit's awesome. But that was one of the funniest movie theater experiences, and it has such a good ending that you wouldn't expect. And I figured, you know what? I like horror movies. Got to rep it on the list. But
I feel you though. Like that, honestly, the only reason horror movies didn't make it on my Christmas list is I had to really be honest with myself when I was looking. I was like, man,
are you gonna watch it? Yeah.
I was like, am I gonna watch it? I had to make a list. I was, oh my god.
Yeah, it looks like Gerald Gardner. Adam made that. It was just so
Literally just
funny.
combed his hair to the other side and fucking boom, there he is.
Yeah. 20 years later.
Finally combed his hair the other way.
My God. Nah,
Nuts.
it was a good film. I'll skip to number 3 on my list is Screwed. This is a Norm
Which is-
Macdonald and Dave Chappelle movie with it's got
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. It's got a lot of people. Like, to be fair, this is a great movie. I'll give a brief synopsis because I feel like nobody's ever seen this. And and Sarah Silverman. So there's a woman who owns a pie company, and they make like little pies that you can buy at the grocery stores and stuff. And she's like a rich millionaire, and she has a butler, whose father used to be the butler for her, and like he's like her caretaker and stuff. And for Christmas, he like is expecting her to give him like some like more money or something, and instead she gets him a shitty gift. So he's like, you know what, fuck this bitch, I quit, I'm not coming back. And then he meets up with his buddy Dave Chappelle, and they hatch an idea to steal her dog and hold it ransom for Christmas to get more money from her. And upon going to kidnap the dog, like a bunch of shit happens, and all of a sudden she thinks he was kidnapped by somebody.
Right, yeah.
And the whole thing is like the police and the people, like the public, are like, you should totally pay a ransom to get your butler back because he was a good butler for you. And it's her conflicting with like, I don't give a fuck about this person, but nobody's gonna buy my pies, and I'm gonna lose my fucking fortune if I don't
Right.
pay the ransom. And I don't want to go into too much more detail because like it's a roller coaster of a movie, but it's really fucking funny. And I don't think it's not a top Dave Chappelle acting movie or comedy, but I do think like writing wise it's a great movie, and I think Danny DeVito is like too good in it. Like he is just like awesome.
Oh,
It's
he really is. It's like he's playing Frank Reynolds before Frank Reynolds.
it's like
so
Frank Reynolds
weird.
and the Penguin had a baby.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's just like a bizarre fun thing. And then you get to learn about Jack Lord and the Jack Lord fan club. Let's see. Oh yeah, number 2 on the list is the Bill Murray Scrooged.
That's a good one.
It's
Very good movie.
like you can't not love it. Like I think when I think Christmas movies, I always think of this. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Bill Murray just being like, he's a TV producer, I think, and
Yeah.
they're gonna put on a Christmas Carol, and he's basically like sacrificing his relationship, his friendships, and his family just to do his job. And goes to Christmas past and future and present, come and show him why like there's more to life than your work. I feel like this should be a fucking movie they should show most HRs and senior employees of a company, but who am I to judge? But and then number 1 for me is The Ref with Dennis Leary. Now this one is a fucking really underground like movie that a lot of people haven't heard of. And it's got what is it? Kevin Spacey, I think.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
got
he's in it.
what the hell's the woman's name? I'm gonna struggle, but then Dennis Leary, and basically Dennis Leary is a burglar, breaks into a house to rob it, and then he breaks in and he's gonna steal all their presents and steal all their shit. He ties them up, and then all of a sudden guests start showing up for this person's fucking Christmas party at their house, and he has to fucking basically pretend like he is a person there to help them, like a therapist almost. And as like antics just keep getting crazier and crazier, he actually has to do therapy for this couple because they are legitly falling apart. They're like wanting a divorce, all this shit, and he's like, I'm literally just here to fucking rob you. I don't want to deal with this shit. But he also doesn't want to go to jail because these people have seen him now. So he basically has to like blend in and try and like make amends. And it's a real good comedy that's like very fucking funny. I think I want to watch that this weekend because it's so good. But yeah, like that's another movie where you can't like my list is basically movies like I can explain a little bit of it, but it will ruin the movie if I do. So you should just go and see them. And
Fair
that
enough.
ends my speech. And that's why my book report on Christmas movies. But yeah, David, I see your list. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by one selection on it.
I'll be very curious to see what that selection is. So when it comes up, you just let me know.
I
and then
will.
We'll chit chat about it.
Also,
It's-
Adam's. I'm surprised at one on his list as well. And he probably
No
knows
way.
which one.
These are top tier movies.
Okay.
top tier.
It's probably this one, number 5, Schindler's List. My
Mhm.
favorite
I
Christmas
couldn't
movie of all
believe
time.
it.
Schindler's List has one of the greatest Christmas scenes I've ever seen.
It's a red Christmas too, isn't it?
Sure is. JK, it's Elf. And I went with Elf just because if I was going to, cycle through some Christmas movies for sure, Elf is always going to be one that I'm going to pull out. Even if it's not Christmas, I might pull it out and watch it just because it's so fucking funny.
It is a
Like
good one.
Will Ferrell just cracks me up in most of his movies, and this is one where it's just comically hilarious, especially with like the Peter Dinklage scene where he just keeps calling him a fucking
Call
elf.
me Elf one more time. He's
One more
angry
time.
Elf.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was right in Will Ferrell's like heyday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
it
he
really
knew what to
was.
hit.
Yeah. It's just how often do you see Peter Dinklage before Tyrion Lannister beat the shit out of somebody, especially Will Ferrell, the giant that he is, just
Yeah.
fucking beats him so perfectly, does a flip, throws him on the table and everything else. You're like, yo, this is the greatest. And the fucking scene in the mailroom where like clearly everybody's drunk and high, where like somehow it goes from a
Yeah.
mailroom to a big hazy place with people drinking. You're like, where'd all the smoke come from? Who the fuck got Buddy high? What's going on here? They're just sitting there. I love you, man. And I love you. I'm gonna make it out of here. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Along with so many other fucking scenes,
Well,
and
I will
it's
say
just
my
amazing.
favorite scene is when he sees the thing that says for a special someone and he buys it for his dad.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking like
The lingerie.
lingerie.
Like the Santa Claus red and white
That's
fucking
like,
lingerie.
the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was amazing. It's also great because at the end of the movie, he gives it to his dad's wife.
Yeah.
He gives it to his new mom. She's like, "Oh, okay."
Thank you. Yeah,
There's
it's a
your
great
thing. This
movie.
is nice.
It's fucking awesome.
So obviously that one's just classic. Going on to number 4, which was actually hard to put here, but I had to go in order of how I would personally watch them if I had them in my hands. Like if I had 5 DVDs or I was on Netflix and these 5 were up, number 4 is Jingle All the Way
Phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
because it's so good.
So
There's
good.
so many good things that happen in it. Like
And Sinbad.
yeah, Sinbad
Phil
is
Hartman.
just fucking yes. Phil Hartman constantly hitting on Arnold's wife.
Ted!
Fucking awesome. Oh yeah,
Put
fucking
the
Ted.
cookie down.
Put that cookie down
Mom's
now.
petting Ted. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. What? Where's your mother? Oh, she's outside petting Ted. What?
Oh shit.
No, that one is fucking incredible. Obviously, like there's so many Sinbad scenes in there that are just amazing. Like obviously the bomb situation is fucking hilarious. That fucking Christmas
Yeah.
gift bomb. And for him to run out and be like, that was really a bomb. It's a sick world with some sick people in it. Like
Dude, no, you're forgetting the best part is when he walks into all the Santa Clauses putting all the toys together and it turns into a giant fight scene where for some reason there's nunchuck candy canes and shit.
So I
The
was
big
definitely gonna bring that. Yes, you have Vern Troyer as a goddamn midget elf. No, he was a midget Santa, wasn't
He's
he?
a midget Santa.
Yeah, he was the midget Santa. Gets punched by Arnold and goes flying like 100 fucking feet. Yeah, exactly.
Zip
His
lined into
arms and
boxes.
feet out. Yep. Big Show going, little buddy, and I'm gonna deck your halls, bub, and snapping the fucking suspenders. Like that wasn't crazy. Him beating up fucking Jim Belushi and smacking him with his own beard and shit. He does that weird little like bowling pin fucking flip. Like that's
Boom,
that's
boom.
that's so good. But honestly, my favorite scene out of that whole movie, and it took me a while, is just when they get to that other fucking store in the mall with the fucking like balls they're throwing out and shit.
Yep.
And Sinbad fucking gets the ball from him, and Arnold just starts screaming, he's got two, and literally all those people fucking swarm him. And as he's getting bombarded with people, his only words are, Rodney King, Rodney King. And he's just, I
What
was
a
like, yo, how did
movie.
how did the fuck did that make that in this movie, dude?
Improv.
It was just incredible, and that just shows you that Sinbad should be in more shit, because Sinbad was a goddamn treasure.
Yep.
I need more fucking Sinbad movies. Just absolutely.
That's amazing.
But also just I don't know if I sent it to you guys. I did get my hands on a fucking Turbo Man. I actually have 2 of them.
Oh shit! Don't say that on the air. Cut
Nope,
that. Cut that.
I'm
Cut
not
that.
worried
Cut
about
that.
it.
Cut that.
I got 2 Turbo Men for me. Merry Christmas.
Oh my god.
My Christmas gift to myself. But yeah, so Jingle All the Way, fucking incredible. Third was just a perfect mid-tier movie. I could see how it could be most people's top tier as well, but Christmas Vacation.
Yep.
It's a good.
Classic.
Hilarious,
I
dude.
haven't seen it since I was a child. I'll have to rewatch it again.
That is a top tier fucking movie. And honestly, my favorite scene from this movie is just so Chevy Chase and ridiculous. They fucking pull that goddamn tree out of the ground and get it home. And it's literally the entire car fucking length and then some.
Yeah. Yep.
And the neighbors get home and he like just rips up his chainsaw and shit. He's got a hockey mask on. He thinks he's about to go on a fucking murder spree. The
Yeah.
neighbor shows, he's like, Griswold, where do you think you're gonna put a tray that big? He turns his shit off, looks over, and he's like, bend over and I'll show you. And then it's so good because he goes, you got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. And he like looks over and it's Elaine from fucking Seinfeld and just stares at her. He's like, I wasn't talking to you.
That's awesome.
It's so good, dude. I was like, yeah, that's the shit I like. Like this is just fantastic. And I don't even know, man. There's so many more incredible
It-
scenes to go through that shit where he
Aunt
just
Beverly doing the Pledge of Allegiance at the table is
yeah.
one of the shits in the whole world. It's
the
so
old
funny.
man trying. He's like, they want you to say Grace. Like Grace died years ago. No, the blessing.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Old lady fucking wrapped up her cat as a fucking Christmas gift and shit. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, that movie just, dude, it kills me. There's so many good scenes in that fucking movie. It doesn't stop.
Yep.
It's amazing.
But you know, we all know the Christmas Vacation, so we'll hit number 2.
This was the one, David, that
This is the one that you were like, huh? This is the one that like kind of gave you a question mark.
this is the one because you would choose Home Alone 2 over Home Alone 1.
Absolutely, every day. Home Alone 2, I do believe is far
Electric
superior to
Boogaloo.
Home Alone 1. Home Alone 2, Electric Boogaloo is definitely better than just Home Alone. Like, when I think about the 2, I'm like, okay, Home Alone. What's the real like? What are the parts that really like catch me in Home Alone? I'm like, okay, you have the scene with like the BB gun, the pizza guy, and the fucking like firecrackers and shit when he's playing the movie, and the old man with the shovel just coming in and beating people up with a shovel. That's cool. But Home Alone 2 just had way crazier shit. Like, honestly, one of my favorite scenes that I also never forget from that is when they get out of fucking jail and they're in that fish truck and it's like, you smell that, Marv? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's freedom. He's like, and it's fish. They're just in that fucking fish market.
I just think of fucking Rob Schneider.
Yes, Rob Schneider is the bellhop
Yep.
and fucking Tim Curry as the goddamn whatever the fuck he is, the
Front desk concierge.
Yeah, like, dude, it was such a good cast of just goofy shit. And then Tim Curry coming into the room to spy and busting his leg on that fucking, like, stool. Dude, I don't even know. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Like, that looked like he actually hit that thing and fucked himself up. Like, that didn't look like it was staged because that thing fell over and then just stopped.
He's like,
It
oh.
didn't look like it was made of foam or something and started bouncing around. He hit that thing and was like, oh my God. destroyed my fucking kneecap.
Ow, ow, ow.
Plus, you got to think too, like another incredible scene from that fucking movie is like right after that, where everybody shows up to the fucking room. He's playing the fucking movie. He's got the fucking thing. He's like, you've been smooching with everybody. Cheeks, Boney Bob, Cliff, and then they have the guy there whose name is Cliff, and he's like, huh? It's a lie.
Oh my god.
Like, it's so good. Like that. These are the reasons I think
You
the
might be
jokes are
turning
way
me.
better in Home Alone too. There's so much good shit.
Yeah.
Plus Rob Schneider getting drug across the floor. It's like, come along, Cedric, and and you just hear that noise of him getting drug across that tile floor.
I will say it was my introduction to Rob Schneider, and I'm grateful for it because I'm
I
sad
think it might have been everybody's, honestly.
I'm sad he's not in more things. Like between him and Brendan Fraser are two people who I'll never understand why they don't have a bigger career.
I don't know. Brendan Fraser had a pretty good career. His just started off hot, went medium, and then died. Didn't get cold, just kind of died. He didn't go the Nicolas Cage route. He let it go.
Yeah.
But he's
And
such
now
a
he's
good
back.
actor. Yeah, he is
Yeah,
back.
now he's back. They were like, yeah, man, do you want to do, I don't know, a DC project? He's like, yeah, fuck it. You gonna show my face? Nope. Good. Good. Nobody wants to see my face anymore. I'm too old for that shit.
Oh, I love his face. He's awesome.
I mean, I do too, but like you can understand why Hollywood turned their back on him and why he was also okay with it. Like he literally gained like 40 pounds, which isn't even the problem, but his hair fucking went, literally that fucking chiseled jaw gone. Like he just looks like, I don't even know. Like you would assume that's Brendan Fraser's grandfather or some shit. You're like, man, your whole shit changed. Like Brad Pitt didn't age like this. The fuck's wrong with you?
Well, also Brad Pitt has Brad Pitt money. You know what I mean? I'm not-
I mean, listen, Brendan Fraser money. I mean, he was in some fucking bangers for the time. Like, what do you got? You got fucking like even if you start back, you like Encino Man,
Yeah, but you're making it
Mummy
seem like he was
trilogy.
making good. But like, let's see.
Dude, he's got a lot of money.
We're gonna ask the internet his net worth
He-
because the internet doesn't lie. We can at least get a figure. He's only worth 20 million.
What do you mean only 20 million? That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, but all right, so 20 million. Like, let's look up Brad Pitt.
Brad's probably worth like 40.
300 million.
Holy
Yeah, so
shit.
you're a bit off.
Holy shit. All right, Brad Pitt's worth way more than I thought.
I
I
was
think
like,
he's got other like
yeah,
companies though too.
Brad Pitt.
I'm sure he's invested a lot of his money.
You know, the sad thing too is that Brad Pitt's older. Brad Pitt's 58. Brendan
Is he?
Fraser's 53.
No shit. Yeah, Brad Pitt looks fine. Looks totally normal.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still think that 20 mil can easily have you looking like whatever particular age you would prefer to
Yeah.
look. That's still a substantial amount of money with a lot of royalty still rolling in behind you and shit.
God damn, that is such a difference in money. Like, you know what I
It
mean?
is like
It's
I
like
didn't.
me
I'm
comparing
be honest,
myself to my boss.
I did not think that was gonna be that number. Like you said, you said 300 mil, right?
Yeah, and that's just
Yeah, okay.
that's just off of actor salary. I was saying.
That's actually all his contributions from Fight Club. It just blew up.
Snatch.
300 mil. Everything else he did for free.
Yeah, no, right? Jesus Christ. I mean,
I made my money.
I also saw like right afterwards it was like Tom Cruise is worth 600 million, and like it was just like, I mean, those are all just relative figures, but even if you're saying like if you shave that in half, like,
well, you know what? Actually, interesting. You should Google this, but let's take a guess real quick before I hit my number one.
go ahead.
Who do you think the highest paid actor is in Hollywood? Who do you think is the biggest draw? Because when you said Tom Cruise, that's probably my first thought. Like I can imagine Tom Cruise taking more money than anybody else.
Maybe Tom Hanks.
To be honest with you. You think Tom Hanks is making more
Actually,
money than Tom
let's be
Cruise?
honest. Right now, it's The Rock.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably The Rock right now.
I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. I mean, obviously, The Rock's net worth is probably fucking retarded high.
Yeah, he's
Like, there's so many
ridiculously high.
fucking endorsements and everything else that he's got going on, and all the
And it's-
movies, WWE, like everything else, merchandising,
Yeah.
like it just doesn't stop.
Tequila company, his energy drink company,
Yeah, like
his deal with Under Armour is massive.
I don't know.
of course, he literally is like him and Steph Curry are fucking Under Armour. There's no other way to fucking put that.
Who the fuck is Jamie Gertz?
Jamie Gertz, she was fuck, hold on. You saw Lost Boys, right?
Oh, okay. Well, she's the richest one. Her net worth is $3 billion.
What the fuck? What are you talking
What?
about?
This is the richest actors in the world. So Yeah, she's
She's the richest actress?
yes.
What is her worth?
3 billion?
Oh my fucking god, you're right. What the fuck? Dude, I had no idea she was pulling.
Holy
Why?
shit! You want to know why?
Yeah, hit me with. I'm like, why? What the fuck happened?
She owns the Atlanta Hawks.
You need to fuck off.
Oh.
Yes, she does. I'm looking at it. Shit. And she has a minority stake in the Milwaukee Brewers. And she's running to be a majority owner of the Dodgers. What are you talking about?
That's pretty insane.
No
Yo,
wonder
good
she's
for
not doing
her.
movies and shit. She's out here fucking swinging her big ass fucking dick around.
Yo, good for her though.
So she was on a TV show, and I'm trying to remember what the fuck the name of it was, but it was her and the guy who played Robert Baratheon, and they had 2 kids, I think. I'm just trying to remember what the fuck the show was
Oh,
called.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what show? They had like the hot redheaded
Yeah.
girl, and she's fucking.
Yeah,
She was like
yeah.
really really hot. Fucking.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember what the
Yep.
fuck the name of that show was. Because a lot of her shit was like 80s shit, and then she did that show, and then she kind of like fell off for a little bit. She was on Entourage and played what's his name's fucking wife, the Gary Cole's wife, whatever his character was.
Dude, still, like, good for her. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no wonder she's not really fucking like
Ally
acting that much
McBeal?
because she's busy owning fucking multiple sports teams, pretty much.
Man.
Oh, the show is called Still Standing. That's what it is.
Yep. Yep.
And that was a funny fucking show. I did
That was
like
good
that
shit.
show.
Sorry, I didn't
I
mean to
remember watching that
sidetrack
shit.
us with that, but that was just like, wow, I'm in
Listen,
shock.
listen. When you put all the money together and shit, that was the last person that was coming to mind. Like, I'm like, yeah, she doesn't really work that much anymore. I don't think Hollywood's fucking with her that much. She probably just is what it is, blah, blah, blah. And I fucking find out. You're like, yeah, we got the Dodgers, the fucking Hawks, the Braves, fucking like, or the Brewers. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no way.
I mean, if we're going off of like American actors, then it's Tom Cruise. Like, he's 570 million, but like, there's a Bollywood dude who makes more, and then underneath Tom Cruise is George Clooney. So it is what it is. And then Robert De Niro, the standard, Mel Gibson.
So do you want to go by
Sandler.
net worth or like most money paid for a project?
So you're thinking strictly salary? I mean, I can look that up even.
Because that just popped in my mind as well. And right now, if you find one that's better than this, let me know. But I'm seeing Daniel Craig cut some deal with Netflix that's paying him $100 million.
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
That's a nice chunk of change.
Okay,
right
so if
there,
we're
dude.
going off of just salary, it's Dwayne Johnson with 89.4 million.
Well, that's less than Daniel Craig's
Oh
100.
yeah, Daniel Craig. Well, this is a list that was from earlier in the year, so
Okay.
yeah, Daniel Craig I guess would top him with that deal.
A hell of a fucking deal. $100 million. I didn't know Daniel Craig was worth $100 million, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know if I'm paying Daniel Craig $100 million for anything.
I'd pay him
Yeah.
if he was in your #1 movie. If they did a remake and made him the dad, that'd be actually pretty fucking funny, I bet.
So here's the deal. He's getting paid this giant sum of money because Netflix is going to produce 2 more Knives Out movies,
Awesome.
and this is his money. So there's going to be 2 sequels to Knives Out, and he's getting paid $100 million for the 2.
Well, they already filmed Knives Out too.
So that's coming right to Netflix then?
I don't know. That's actually curious now, because they already wrote and filmed it. Because in Knives Out 2, Daniel Craig plays 2 characters. He plays the detective and the detective's twin brother.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Yeah, that's going to be Netflix. It's their announcement. They have a trailer for it and everything else. It's going to be a Netflix release.
Nice.
Good for Daniel Craig then. Fuck it. All right, motherfucker. You're going to believe James Bond and then get paid $100 million? Good for you.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, well, okay, back to where we were, I guess.
Yeah, sorry.
and then-
Sorry.
#1 movie on my list is the Santa Claus.
Which is the #5
Because-
movie on Adam's list, but
Yeah.
I accept it. I
It's a
like
great
this
movie. Great movie.
Oscar Mayer weenie whistle.
I think it is. Once again, when it came down to those Christmas movies, if they're all in my hand, what is the order I'm going to watch them in, and which one do I want to watch first? Well, sorry, first being not the best, and the last being my favorite. It's going to be
Yep.
the Santa Claus because there's just so much nostalgia in that movie, I think, as well as
Mhm.
great fucking comedy.
And Judge
like-
Reinhold.
Dude,
Absolutely. Anything
he's
he's in
so
is fucking
funny in that
gold.
movie.
He is.
He is.
He's so funny.
Because he plays a weirdo fucking therapist, always looking for like something to pry at, and it's just fucking ridiculous.
Looking for meaning in every little gesture.
But that's okay. Everybody knows the Santa Claus. Adam, go ahead and hit your list now, man, because everybody knows what the fuck that's about.
It's a good one.
Yep. Santa Claus number 5. I mean, can't go wrong with there.
Can.
Right.
Moving down number 4, I went with Home Alone 1, then Home Alone 2. You could flip flop them in my opinion, either one. Just had to put
Fair.
at least one Home Alone in my top 5.
I mean,
do-
the scene that actually I will say from Home Alone that like cemented why like I think it's a brutal fucking awesome horror movie is when he's going down the stairs and steps on the fucking nail.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, because
it
they
makes my
slow
stomach
mode it and
feel
everything.
queasy every time.
Yeah, like
I'll be
Every-
real. So when you said horror movie, I thought you were gonna talk about the scene right before the old man bashes them with the fucking shovel.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Pesci's like, I'm gonna bite off every one of your little fingers, and he literally has a finger going towards his mouth. I was like, holy shit!
bong.
Yeah, just get fucking beat with a shovel. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. That's what's up,
Yeah.
though.
I just had to talk. I had to talk about that because I like literally every time I shudder. I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, and kind of. I think right before that, you get the classic scene of Marv electrocuting himself, and then they show the skeleton
That's Home
with his
Alone
hair.
2. That's Home
Isn't
Alone
it?
2. Yeah.
I thought it was when he
Whatever.
touched. Oh no, you're thinking when he
That's-
puts his head through the door and gets his head lit on fire.
That's Home Alone 2 as well.
No, that's Home Alone 1. He puts
No,
his head
it's
through the
1.
doggy door.
Does he light his head on fire twice? Oh, he
They
does.
must. Yeah.
Yeah, because don't forget in Home Alone 2 when
doesn't
they're in the house when Harry does that fucking like weird little acrobat move and jumps up and gets in the fucking door. When he gets in, it fucking torches his head, and then he filled the toilet full of fucking gas, and he blows
Oh yeah,
himself
with
up.
kerosene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh no, I'm getting them scenes confused.
I
don't
mean,
know. We're all
honestly, they're the same
basically.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, he
just
really
different
set he really set him on fire in the first one too? I
Yeah,
didn't
so he
remember
sticks
that.
his head through the doggy door, and when he lifts it up, there's a little like I don't even know what that device is, but it shoots a flame out of it. It's like a brass canister that just shoots fire.
Oh, fuck. I didn't remember that scene. Okay.
I don't know. I can't. They're all the same shit
Yeah.
basically. So
Yeah, true.
Because
You
then he
could
sticks his
swap one
head.
and two
He
into
sticks
your
his
list
head in the
there, too.
snow.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's right. And it
Yep.
literally he sits up and there's like sizzling and shit and the
Yeah,
steam's
and
coming
his
off his head.
hat's burned completely away, and his head's like singed on top.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm actually remembering it now. I'm like, oh fuck, that did happen.
Yeah.
Lit that man on
Okay.
fire twice. Fucking dick move, kid.
Mhm.
Hey, got to bring back the hits.
Yeah.
My number 3, we already talked about it. Jingle All the Way. It's a classic
Class.
movie.
So
Nobody likes you, Booster.
Nobody likes you, Booster.
Nobody likes you, Booster. He's like,
One of my
yeah.
favorite lines.
Oh god, we yell that so much.
Yep. Number 2, Fred Claus.
That
I
surprised
love
me.
Fred Claus. It's so
That's a-
good.
Paul
That's a
Giamatti.
great pick.
Yep.
In Spawn.
Fucking Paul Giamatti. Got Ludacris as an elf.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's so good.
I haven't seen
With
it.
that
I'll have
little
to
black
add
kid
it.
in there asking for a puppy, and he finally gets it. Great movie.
It's
It's a
good. That was
fantastic movie.
when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, yeah, Fred Claus. I was like, what a good pull.
Yep. I love a good Vince Vaughn movie too, so
Oh
I
yeah.
had to put him in there.
Hilarious.
I also could have
motherfucker
put
right
4
there.
Christmases in there, but I think that's a little further down my list. But I do like
For
Four
sure.
Christmases.
Still funny, but not Fred Claus funny.
No,
Yeah,
Fred Claus is, in my opinion, a top tier Christmas movie.
I'll go with
Absolutely.
that.
As your list says.
Yep. And then my number 1, The Muppet Christmas Carol.
This
It's
was
an
a
absolute classic.
It's a banger.
I thought this was gonna be your number one. Like when we said this, I was like, "Yo, I bet Adam puts a Muppet on his top." I was like,
Dude,
"I feel like it's gonna happen."
It's the best story of the Christmas Carol
Ever told.
story in itself.
Yeah,
It's so
It's-
good. Michael
good.
Caine. You have all these little jokes in there with Gonzo and everyone else. It's so funny. I
It's
watch
sad.
it every Christmas Eve.
It's sad how good that is and how good most of the Muppet shit is, and then Disney has their streaming service and they kind of dropped the ball with that Haunted Mansion.
Yeah,
Like,
that one stunk.
I thought that was gonna be way better than it was, and it just felt kind of weird. Like it wasn't
yeah.
good.
You're
Yeah,
making me
it's
glad I
Yep.
didn't watch it because I wanted to, but then I think you told me it stunk at him, so I didn't.
Yep. I did. And
you
you're
should at least give it
welcome.
a shot and check it out and just know what's going on. But
I like
I mean,
everybody that's
it's
in
a
it. That's
it's
my
a quick
issue.
one. I think it wasn't. I don't even know if it was an hour and a half. It was like
I
Oh,
was gonna
cool.
say it was fast. I felt like it ended
it was
really
like
quick.
70 minutes maybe. I think it was very quick.
Love it.
But yeah, that's my top 5.
Oh, and you have a movie to report to us real quick before we close
Oh
out.
yeah, I did watch the new Lawrence Brothers Christmas movie, Mistletoe Mix-Up,
Okay.
and I'll say it's not very good. I'll go ahead and say it's not
You
very
don't
good.
say.
Uh, well, it had some mixed messages in there.
Okay.
2 of the brothers knew what the movie was. Okay, it's a cheesy rom-com Christmas movie. That's what it is.
Joey didn't, did he?
That's
Joey
what I
did
was
not.
thinking. Yeah, I was thinking
Joey
Joey was the
took
one who
it
didn't get the message.
so fucking serious. He also looked like shit. Like he had so much Botox in before this. Like his eyebrows didn't move 1 inch. Like he looked awful.
That's
Their
awesome.
mom was in it. She actually plays their grandmother in the movie, not their mom.
That's
How
offensive.
embarrassing. How
Um,
embarrassing.
the person they got to play their mom looks younger than Joey Lawrence, so that was weird. That was fucking weird. Matt, he was good. I mean, he's good in everything he does. I think. Andy stole the show. He was only in a few scenes, but he stole the fucking show. He was hilarious.
Making me want to watch
He
it
was.
now.
I mean, it's a quick. It's like I think it's under an hour and a half. I think it's like an hour 20.
Listen,
It's a
even
quick.
if it was 2 hours, I'd still watch it just because I love the idea of what you're describing to me right now.
And it is very cheesy. It's funny. I mean, there are some funny parts. But yeah, like I said, 2 of them knew what the movie was, and Joey took it very seriously. And there are some real cringe-worthy scenes
I
Perfect.
mean,
in this movie. It's
I
good.
expect
I had
nothing less.
I had a couple laughs, but in general, I don't think it was
Lots of
super
cringe.
funny. But I wouldn't say lots of cringe, but there are a couple scenes, particularly with Joey, that are just like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, what the fuck you doing here,
yeah. They also call each other bro a lot, which I found
bro?
very weird. Yeah,
Bro.
very weird.
Bro. Oh fuck. I have to find this
But yeah,
movie
I
too.
would recommend watching it if you just want a good little like shitty Christmas movie to watch.
Oh,
I'd give it a watch.
there's a shitty Christmas one. I have to hold on. Is it Christmas Mail? Christmas. Oh fuck.
I'm
Hold
still
on.
I
fucked
also
up
tried
about the
to
Jamie Gertz stuff.
yeah. I also was trying to find the production company that made this because I think they did their last like 5 movies for the Lawrence brothers, but I can't find it.
Okay, one you guys have to watch called Christmas Mail. It's from 2010. Uh, it, I won't
Criminal
explain
Mail.
anything else about it. It's just
What's it on?
Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon.
And is it spelled like a
MAIL.
letter mail?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why you have to watch it is because Lachlan Murrow, what the fuck's his name?
Well, I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's the dude from Scary Movie that's like the one that is like, do the thing for Baywatch with your boobs. Oh fuck, what's his name? He's in so many
I
things.
don't know.
He was like the asshole in
that
like
that guy.
everything in the
Yeah,
90s.
the guy who had no real career.
Yeah, he's literally played the asshole in every movie. Like,
I think if you don't remember from Scary Movie, he's the other like dumbass cop from White Chicks, the one who was sniffing chicks' underwear and found out it was dudes.
let me-
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
that
about.
guy with the buzz cut always he always just looks like a fucking like a square.
like
Man's
Got
like
it.
built like a rectangle.
fucking using Google search real quick. Oh, I went images. I didn't mean to go images. I meant to check out his IMDb. Let's see. What was I guess he's in Riverdale. Like he's been in a lot of shit. Wow, he has like 250 acting credits. That's crazy. I'm trying to think of something like you'd have seen him in. He was in Game Over Man as Alex's dad. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. He has literally been in so much stuff. but you'll know them when you see them. But it's a phenomenal, like, dumb Hallmark movie of just terribleness. It's such a terrible Christmas movie. I highly recommend it. But yeah, no, I'm glad we made this list. I'm glad we can all inspire each other to watch Christmas movies for this upcoming Christmas. I hope we all have a good Christmas.
Of course,
Let's
obviously.
put
We've
the
got to have
Christ-
the best Christmas.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I know you have to catch a movie, David, so
Yeah, I will tell you all about it because I know you're not going to watch it. So,
I have not watched any of the Spider-Man, so there you go.
yeah, I will just tell you exactly how it is when I'm done.
Fair enough. I bet Spider-Man saves the day.
Most likely, but I don't know. Apparently, there's a twist ending.
Which one?
Yeah, is there 3 of them? Is there just one of them? I don't know. I'll let you know as soon as I watch it because I haven't read a spoiler. I've kept myself hidden away. I just know that I've seen twist ending or whatever, so I'm fucking excited to see what fucking M. Night nonsense happens at the end of this movie.
Snape kills Dumbledore. Got him.
Ha ha, idiots.
All right, motherfuckers. Well, this was just another. I didn't intro the show, so I'm gonna at least outro it. This is just another day with
David.
Adam?
Elliott. Have a happy hollandaise.
Or don't. Kill yourself.
Do it. I
Oh.
dare you.
You won't.
I dare you to have a happy holidays.
The show has ended. The show has ended. It's just another